and gentlemen of the press. Well, let me apologize for being slightly late. I was told that I could come here at 12 noon, and I had to come some 15 minutes after 12 noon, having to be somewhere else. Let me commend and congratulate the committee for organizing this public hearing, and especially to commend the sponsor of the bill, for whose reason we're all here to witness and participate in today's public hearing. Very distinguished Senator Ayo Akinyo-Ilire, who sponsored the bill. And this is an opportunity for us to ensure that we make the Institute as effective and as efficient and as professional as possible. So here is an opportunity for us to have a no-hold-barred discussion and interaction, because the essence of this bill is to make the National Planning and Administration, Educational Planning and Administration Institute worthy of its mandate. So please, those of us who are participating today should feel free to say what we think is imperative and is necessary, given the direction of the bill. It is our hope and prayer that the outcome of today's public hearing will provide the Senate with an opportunity to make the right decision in terms of how this institute should be as professional as possible. In 2005, I was made the chairman House Committee on Education. I was then a member of the House of Reps. And I think at that time, the executive secretary was Professor Osisioma or something. I think it's late. You see? Then, no, it was not. That was NERDC. My problem with this institute is that I think it is not giving Nigeria the service that Nigeria needs. I'm sorry. I said we should hold a frank discussion. And don't feel very bad. I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming Nigeria. Because when you are an education planning institute, you hold the S for the development of your country. It's what you provide that makes or mars Nigeria from making progress. But you have to be properly also supported to do your work. We are still, I think, not ready for 21st century economy. If you want to attract foreign direct investments, in fact, any investment at all, labor is a critical factor of production. This is elementary economics. So what type of labor are we providing? We have to provide the kind of labor that when you set up your industry or your businesses that are supposed to be first class, first 21st century kind of concerns, you don't have to go and bring people from outside the country, because that drains your foreign reserve unnecessarily. So it means we have to get our people, our youth, very, very energetic youth, properly educated and prepared for a 21st century economy. It's for this reason that I think the time is ripe, and the time is now, that NERDC, as well as you, the Planning and Administration Institute, are funded properly for you to give Nigeria the kind of education that will provide a successful future for our country. We still maybe teach in our schools subjects in such a way that we taught them 50 years ago. The world has moved on, long time. And there's no way you can compete favorably, even in West Africa, with that kind of approach. So I think we have to do something, and do so urgently. For us in the National Assembly, ours is to look at the loopholes in the law, and also how you are able or unable to discharge your mandate as set in the laws establishing you. So I want to assure you that in addition to the amendment that this bill seeks, we will try to see that you are better armed, or better still, you are better supported to enable you discharge your mandate more effectively and efficiently. With this, once again, let me commend the chairman of the committee, distinguished Senator Ibrahim Gaidam, and his vice, who is already warming up to be a deputy governor in Akwa Ibom, and members of this committee who will continue with the job of ensuring that the basic and secondary education in Nigeria become better. And that's a huge, huge challenge, because that is where our most difficult problem in education is. When you have 14 or 15, sometimes they will quote 11 or even 10 out of school children, and I argue that it's more than that. If you are talking of those who don't go to primary schools, what of those who finish the JSS and are not able to cross to the SSS? And they roam the streets, or they are hardly engaged in any productive activity. They are there in millions. So if we do our work well and research and investigate, we could be talking about maybe 20 million of such out-of-school children. Can we afford? Because these are feedstocks to insurgency, to crime, to banditry, to anything that is bad. So we have to work so hard to ensure that we provide the kind of environment and climate to capture and retain this kind of citizens who should be provided with a good future, not only for themselves, but for national development. Thank you, and I declare this public hearing open. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, President of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Ibrahim Ahmad Lawan, GCON, for your speech. To save time, we